I don't know if Sliggy's recording his POV. I imagine he would be, but here's mine in case you want it. Snakebite missed. Good start. Great start for FPX. So yeah, I know that like EDG kind of destroyed on the last map, but that was FPX picking a map that they've shown a lot into EDG that haven't shown it in a while. This is EDG that have played this map. Not looks amazing on it, mind you. Playing up against FPX, who we haven't seen it in a while. So big comp changes. This could be a really good map for FPX. We don't know. I mean, JDG beat Edward Gaming on this map, like, start of stage 1. It's just a case of, do FPX have enough about them to win on a map like this? Oh man, I was gonna say, when you've got life being this low, if Ian goes down, it could have been a disaster. Any China games in which EDG is playing is always in favor of EDG. Sure. But I think that's also potentially discrediting how good like FPX can be and how good FPX have been over the last like couple of weeks. Is it silent? Sorry, the text I can't really read that well. My glasses aren't really that clean either. Plus we got a tick pause. With very nice chill tick pause music. What are the games tomorrow? All Gamers versus Nova? And then Billy versus JDG. That'll be a fun one. I don't know if I can deal with more heartbreak for JDG though. Just give us a win over Billy, please. Is Rotterdam in England? It's in the Netherlands. I was going to say it's in Denmark, but it's not. Netherlands. Wait.
对于 EDG 来说还是有点难受啊。他们进攻，然后你又有盖克，你其实很希望上来把这个雪球滚大一点的。对
FPX honestly just need a piece of a puzzle and they'll be hyper competitive even in internationals. Is this a timer or a tech pause? It is a tech pause. They just need something, but something plays for Paper X, lol. Rotterdam is in the Netherlands now. I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. Thank you for the sub, Draz. You change your mind about TwitchCon? No, you can stay at my place. I live in the center of town a few minutes from convention. Oh, thank you. I mean, it never really crossed my mind until you mentioned it, but yeah, if I'm ever in like the Netherlands, I'll let you know for sure. And no, I'm not Dutch. Draz is Dutch, that's why he's saying. But the UK isn't that far from the Netherlands. Relatively cheapish flights, especially for me, like Bristol. Bristol to Schiphol is very easy.
再结合我们在赛前讲的，他们其实除了首班是固定会给到莲花古城以外，他们的首选其实现在并没有那么的锁死。对，他们会去看对手去，就看人下菜嘛。主要还是自己的图池其实练的比较多。
Oh, Germany. From Bristol to Germany, there used to be like direct flights to Berlin, but they're so infrequent now. Like post-COVID, there was a lot less flights for it. Yeah, less than 100 euros is about right. Not even an hour, it's like 45 minutes. I think it's like an hour and 15 is what it says, but it seems to be always less than that. It's mostly like whether there's a spot to get in. I'm bad at geography. No, that's fine, so am I. Yeah, train probably takes, I don't know how long it would take total, but like 6-7 hours maybe.
现在可能队里面每个人拎出来都有2到3个位置的切换，至少3个英雄能够在自己手中拿出来，而且有比较好的效果产生。而近期的时候，他们也是把这套阵容算是在短期内稳定了下来，由 Smokey 去从先锋位替换到了控场位，然后有了一个更加好的个人能力的发挥吧。
What is let's look at some of the stats actually for these two teams on this map. Because what have we got? Or bind, I'm looking at the wrong teams. Is FPX the first team or is it EDG? So bind only played once for FPX. lost pretty hard on their defensive side. Like got 4 rounds out of 12 against Trace. Did well on the attack side though. And then for EDG, 50% win rate on attack, 60% on defense. So their attack side is a smidgen worse. But they've played it 5 times, so the stats actually do seem to like speak a bit more volumes there.
对，我觉得其实 Life， 因为他最早也是在 EDG 做一个决斗。
Train from Rotterdam from London is just 4 hours. Yeah, I was adding on the train from Bristol to London is what I was more thinking.
跟自己的打法并不是很契合，整体效果很差，最终也是从 EDG 离开，来到了 ASE。
You went from west of France to Berlin, took me like 14 hours on the train.
加入 FunPlus 的时候，他的英雄选择是比较偏固定的，来到了上伯勒的位置。
I got a train from
并且在这个版本当中，雷兹还没有那么多的被大家开发出来，以及夜路的使用
from Amsterdam to Berlin, and it took about 6-7 hours. Even with it being delayed in some areas, which is not bad. I was expecting a lot worse. But it wasn't great because I was trying to watch like VODs of games that I was casting on the train, and the internet was just atrocious. The internet was great through like all of Amsterdam and all of the Netherlands. As soon as we got into Germany, it just went to shit. Yeah, Germany's a pretty big country. Who knew? One of the longest tech pauses that we've had in China so far. I don't actually know how long it would take to fly to China, actually. It's just something I never actually looked into. I imagine it'd be far. It probably would be about 11 hours, same as flying to LA from where I am. Trains connect countries? Yeah, in Europe they do.
所以对于他来说，就我们有时候也会开玩笑说恐康症，但其实对于 Life 来说，首先私下关系肯定是非常好，但有一个很现实的问题是，对面对于你
because everybody's just part of like the European Union, so you don't need passport control. Really, you do, but it's pretty small in comparison.
去年的这个进化者到现在已经是第4次交手了，尽管之前可能整体来说 FunPlus 赢面非常小。 大地图的这个比分是 FunPlus 2分。
Shanghai desk, let's go. I'm not expecting that, and I'd feel a little bit hard done by. Well, I wouldn't feel hard done by. I'd feel like I was hard doing people. That doesn't make any sense, but I don't think it would be wise for an international broadcaster bringing people that hadn't casted or been on the desk in some time. For like EME or for like tier 1, full stop. But we're back.
又是浩东倒地，今天还是想要强抓蟒侠，因为只有2发配弹。
但是一勾一打，留了一把鬼魅在浴室里面反闪。这个点我就不想给。
Okay, nice life. Fair enough.
哇，4杀到手。
Good to see that he didn't like warm down after the extended break.
吃到能量球，再配合一个击杀，很有可能在下一分直接到来。而对于 EDG 来说，自己的长枪分是不容有失的呀。
是。 这一分我们再来看，上来马翔拿到手上，然后接下来给阿阳勾了一个侧身，阿阳反闪出去。
Yeah, just nice collect to begin with.
再添3颗 ，Life 在这一分也是拿蟒侠打出了一个非常大的压迫力。
这分我觉得
I don't know if that was great.
聪明。第一时间虽然
Come on, China, everybody. The one fucking time that people are going to be watching China and really focusing on the region, we get 2 massive tip pauses.
因为你蟒侠你最多2发配弹，我拿2个人给你换一个。
When it has been seamless so far. Of course, when we're watching Wolves versus Tai Lu, that's when we get no brick seamless gameplay when everybody's watching other stuff. But then as soon as we get like the big series, the one reason to tune in for China, you do this to us.
掉就掉吧，对吧？我只要网匣不要被对面捡走，就还能够接受。
而且
In India, we have a bad image of trains. Yeah, like people just
鬼魅 EDG 可能没有那么多
cramming into them as quickly as possible.
这把鬼魅你花费了很多技能和人力，它并不是很赚
啊，不能直钩钓鱼，还是要下点本钱。
And the reason why EDG picks Bind, it's just been a map that they've commonly been picking.
相当不错的。其实我们赛前看到的数据是 FPX 的首枪局胜率比 EDG还要再高一点。但是上一张地图并不是这么。
Like during Evolution, they have kind of avoided it like the plague. But then I remember at the Afrika event, they started picking Bind. It backfired then. I'm trying to remember what they were picking a lot of before. They were picking a lot of Breeze, I think. Like they were picking a lot of Breeze and Sunset to just play the new maps more. And then, yeah, just add a point, I guess. They started main picking Bind. They don't look that good, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think so either.
所以对于浩东来说是很痛苦的。我这个盖克，你让我去拿 B 大那个点数，你说 B 大点数跟浴室点数哪个好拿？肯定是浴室。
Like it's a little bit strange. Like EDG don't really have like a big set map that they're super undefeated on. But they're very good on the map pool as a whole. The only map that they don't play is Lotus. But their Breeze is solid, their Icebox is like good. It's alright. Split is really good. Descent is decent.
至少你的技能投入要更多一些。
对，就一开始的这个直价。
Like outside of banning Lotus, they could play anything else and pick anything else, depending on their opponent. They seem to be a very like, depending on how well they do.
那你如果进了这个浴室，进是容易，出去就没那么容易。
他的口太窄了，并且因为
Is this Iron? I think it is, isn't it?
碰到 B 长廊花园这个点位。
He's just trying to make eye contact with EDG as much as possible. What is the third map? It is Ascent.
两边我都要要，
Right?
如果两边都要的非常硬，我不想让你去轻易的拿到，不管是 B 点的点数还是 A 点浴室的点数，你都不要拿到。我就想把你这个
And FPX are defending on that first,
杀在摇篮里面。
which they'll be happy about.
EDG 可能要考虑一下了，是要借助自己的枪械优势强
time is it now?
一波浴室呢，还是
We've already had a long day. It's 20 to 3.
点位像小道啊，或者是
We still have at least one map to play.
好，那我们的技术暂停也是再次修复，我们也是回到比赛当中。看一下现在来到 EDG 的一个优势，列分上半场第3分。 这一分他们是有2个轻甲，因为前面2分恐怕包都没有安啊。
哇，方帕斯的枪械看起来也并不是很差。蟒侠加海林已经是最差的枪械了，甚至有数位以及2把长枪的。
Alright, you got a full buy finally.
A 小灯区。
Honestly, I think that this tech timeout has made this map longer than the first one. Okay, 2 6 shots from Smoggy that we need to see it from their POV. Well, then peeking, getting some information, gets the nade out early. Brave for Autumn to be playing here, but you are on like a bonus. I guess it's more that you're playing here with a Vandal. What a nice picture. Yeah, they're just fantastic drawers. No expense, like, spared. Everybody's incredibly talented, even in the audience. That's brave for Kung Kung. It's brave for Lysol to be in a smoke with a Guardian and still win that fight. The Molly isn't there in time to actually stop the plant from the wingman. So a little bit of a miss. And Smoggy's about to ace. Really clean ace, actually. I know it's against a bonus, but like still. Sick stuff from Smoggy. Oh, I accidentally turned off my light. Let me just check I haven't broke it.
我们再来看 Smoggy 弹夹确实没有换弹，川板是用子弹比较多了，但最后又是一个 one tap。
Should be alright. I'm not starting complete darkness, am I? I don't think so.
而且 Smoggy 的终极技能得以大量的攒下来，加上也很好的保证了
Against the bonus 2 of those 3 kills. Last 3 kills had a Vandal. Yeah, true.
来，想要抓浴室外面，
但这分
就是刚才 Smoggy 的位置，但是 EDG 换了，
没人，这里是大军压进 B 场。
It was a fairly good bonus for FPX because it was pretty much flawless with the run that Life had. Orb to strike in Yusto. Everybody's playing off site. It's a good position for FPX. Nice little crossfire here too. Trying to go in off the Gecko Flash. Great position from Autumn. Nobody gets Berlin though. I don't know where from. And it's just aim battle. Smoggy 1v3. Ooh, almost 6 HP here. That was just grab onto your desks.
气氛被带动起来了，所以 EDG 做了一个快题的动作。
I literally just I was trying to follow on as much as possible. I don't think the observing does us any favors when it is that crazy because they start panicking and they start switching POVs.
导致近点变得非常的困难，而终极技能的时效一过之后。FPX 的防守也是很快就
Replay observing, like piecing it together like this though is really nice. Berlin used to be more in control, right? Yeah, yeah, it's weird. They're still cooking up rolls. Lysol being on Grim now is, yeah, interesting. Berlin, I think, is more flexible and not Autumn and Lysol. I think Berlin just wants to be more involved. That's the general assessment.
在上半场的第5个回合，首先这份 EDG 要打的话，要找一下 Life 的位置。
Yeah, knife close. Did it hit the brim? I don't think so.
去做任何前顶的动作，甚至连技能都没有。
And you got 4 rifles and then a sheriff. Great shot. One player with the sheriff is Smoggy, so if he wants to get a gun upgrade, he can go all the way over here to grab it.
双先锋虽然都还在，但是没有人能够跳进去了。
而且 B 大其实教了大量的技能。
Skydog doesn't really get too much information.
点数也没有空下来，能把你差1个点。
这个预示 Smoggy 因为现在知道自己是很容易被抓的，他现在不确定 B 大有没有人。
Yeah, Lambo just going off, giving some inclination that somebody is there.
最终还是倒向了 A 区，但 Life 有晚烟火就在咽后。
There comes the execute. Dizzy quite low. Life is a showstopper, just anything to stall the plant right. Mollies and stuff. A lot of premature utility. Howdong still hasn't used... That's a great flash just over that little corner. Ken, I think, hits the Gecko, so he can't plant with a wingman yet. He's suppressed. Wingman to go across to just stall this out a little bit more. Yeah, there's just no time. FPX have stalled out the plant really nicely. Why did he contact that? No idea. I think he was just assuming that him doing that full contact would be enough. An EDG timeout. I don't think up until that point that they were aware that FPX has sort of been playing in hookah beyond the Viper wall.
但这就是经济的伏笔啊！你是个裸正义。对。好 ，EDG 的战术暂停也是叫了出来。开局好像确实有点不是很舒服。
Is that Muggle? Yeah, it is.
随着 Smoggy 的 S 产生，我们以为可能是 EDG 的。
She's got like a little like jewelry on the bottom of her glasses. That's kind of cool.
接下来之后也等于是给 EDG 泼了一盆。
I should get that.
就大家都是职业选手，不要以为只有你枪刚，对吧 ？FPX 在枪法上面也是顶住了压力。那现在 EDG 可能要在宏观上面做一些调整，因为现在直观能看到是康康。
Yeah, I feel that way too.
缺乏帮助。 然后又是很多孤零零的 EDG， 就是非常干净的对枪。
我觉得可能是在这个。
I saw the video of like the EDG players going into the games last week, like just surrounded by security guards. It was crazy.
但是这张图，你看到 FPX 他们。
You'd look cool. I'm pretty sure I would. Yeah.
并且有更多技能的铺设。如果你想要靠。
Too many timeouts. More gameplay, please. High octane Valorant. Come on. It's China.
这个队伍有一个最熟悉的，那就是 FPX。
It's the weekend.
最喜欢这种玩法的队伍。
And it's cold and rainy outside, so warm us up with some.
把球球放在了一个区。
Ass blasting Valorant, please.
3把枪 ，Smoggy 是多起了1把，他留了700块，但是这个经济又很。
If Muggle's interested in becoming a head coach next year, he might go back to playing as well. Same with like Sod 9. What Muggle is doing now for EDG is what Sod 9 did last year before he joined All Gamers. So it's a very, very weird dynamic.
但也能够让FPX接住枪声，确定 B 场是有人的。
而且你打掉大概率就意味着人多。
Why did this not happen one games? You mean like the whole of the? Oh, that was a tactical pause. So yeah, the first two, like the first two technical ones, I agree. It's like why could we not just sat through like 10 minutes of tech pauses for EDG versus Wolves? EDG versus Wolves. Wolves versus Tyloo. Because honestly, I would have preferred the break from the gameplay there. But here I'm just a bit like. Stop blue balling me from some good Valorant, please.
零点修弹给到了 B 大躲过去，那现在进攻方觉得是一个苗头了，因为你的零点修弹会给到你自己误导。柏林的误判可能是 B 大没人了。
问题是柏林没有动，甚至他走得更加靠前了。
Seekers and then the Gecko. Flash. My brain is just not working at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with me. My neurons are fried.
棒的西又掉在了里面，二楼下有火出不了。
That's a really nice flash. I like the attempt of Haldong to try and peek out of it, but Autumn just having a snake bite ready. Chichu's managed to work his way up. Lucky that Lysol didn't die to that, otherwise it would have been truly out and open. The flash is nice. Is there enough time to plant? Not quite. Really good utility. I don't know if it was a Gecko flash or a KO flash that caught the two players as they were entering.
想拿到 B 场的控制权，打一波近点的快提，但问题是对面的碎片移出加上2颗手稳不会给到你太多的好处。这波也是在康康起跳的时候。
Yeah, the snake bite there. Just Kung Kung gets decimated. Chichu finds 2 big openings.
是，而且尽管第二时间球球从2楼跳下。
Did you eat and drink enough? Yeah, I mean, I'm set.
不容乐观。
而且目前为止 ，FPX 不会被你的静音啊、假打所迷惑，我该怎么战怎么战。
完全
I mean, it's just what we've been streaming 5 hours already.
做一个强势的，比如说我要控到浴室房，我想要打一波包夹的反清。
就我只打我的东西，我现在不管你给我是什么动静。
哇 ，B 场直接展开了魁父、
这个魁父真的不是很多见，要 B 大的魁父。
直接把整个 B 场都给锁住了。
怎么还想出去？
Yeah, the problem with like going in on like they went in with the Gecko flash and the Seekers together here, so trying to do something off the back of this straight afterwards.
但也拿到
You don't have the Gecko flash because you've just used it, and you could use another Sky flash, but then you're using like your last one potentially.
上的中间技能非常的多，他们甚至可以把点放了。
Like the one thing that Gecko does lack as an agent that KO, Sky have, even Breach, is just like the reach of flashes that you can. Like as a Gecko, if you're flashing here, it like goes this far, right? But a Sky flash, you could send it in right into here. KO flash, you can send it in right into here.
回到 A， 这可能是他们从局面上来看一个更好的选择。
You can't like take this with a bit of utility and then have enough to go and execute on it right now. Good trade though from Ayang. Great kills. Oh man. Faked picking up utility, but nobody just got such good timing on him.
其实可以捡下成功安装的，但现在场上对于防守方来
Null
说，
command on the retake. Smoggy watching heaven.
而这么一个玩意
Gives away their position a little bit, so this is great information to work with.
然后打前后的包夹，你没有任何
This is 2 versus 3. Tried to flash to peak to take some more space. Just going to end up stalling with a molly. The showstopper just misses Smoggy completely, and then Smoggy decides to try and peek in a little bit more straight off of it.
这里还是比较快的解决了这波回防的战斗，主要手上
Guess
东西
for
实在是太多。
EDG, it's like, all right, we have to go on an eco, but at least we got null command out of them. We got the showstopper too.
我觉得其实从当时 EDG 的走位来说，他们也很清楚自己的背后是不安全的，所以他们不敢太过于往后退，想要的是顶住这个口，不让对面出来，也是借助仅有的像燃烧榴弹以及空投。
What was it that Ayang did? Sorry, that like it was an audio cue that nobody then peeked out of the smoke on. I thought he was picking up a dizzy, but I don't think he was. Might have changed guns.
找自己的手感了。康康这一把目前为止是一个就只有1个击杀的一个情况，略微尴尬了一些。
现在我觉得最大的问题是经济没有办法。
And then another eco for EDG. Now it's FPX that kind of stomping.
暂停之后，比分依然没有得到缓解。
而且这一分康康起了一把步枪之后，他的经济是跟队友对不齐的。这是一个有点致命的。
A knife in for showers.
现在是想要去。
That's all I'm seemingly really using it for.
因为前面几分自己都是。
But I guess if you're not playing a Sky, you don't have the flash or the dog to do that with. I don't know, I think not playing Sky on this map is a bit silly. You want to play Sky Gecko, Sky KO, you're more than welcome. If you want to play Sky Gecko, seems to be the better option. But playing Gecko KO, I think you need the dog, you need some drone, you need some like long reach flash that can also get information.
这一波 A 点应该是想要放点打回防，但注意阿阳的位置，阿阳其实这个点不一定退得掉。阿阳想对枪
Defensive smoke.
超杀的阿阳，他要选一个安全的位置，否则他是没有办法。
So the Brim Molly being used. There's the mosh that goes into backside. Busy to see if anybody's coming in through showers. They are, but it's a little bit delayed. Chichu, nice shot. Actually, really nice shots from Lysa as well. Good peek from Haldong off of the Skydog hitting. Actually, this eco is doing a lot of damage. Berlin is in a 1 versus 2.
只剩下了一个1打2的残局，但还好，因为位置没有漏过，所以 EDG 也不
Is
敢
there gun upgrades that these two can get?
依然是2把正义在手。
Smog is actually stim beaconing to get around, so there's a gun upgrade for nobody.
捡到枪了
The other ones are just back sights, so
只剩1颗闪。
清点过点，枪管 pick。
nobody couldn't hold their restraint for too long. Yeah, nice from nobody. Good shots from, was it Chichu that was getting a couple? Smoggy got a nice one too.
是拿到了一个非常宝贵的分数。
我觉得这分方 pass 打的
Of course they get ecoed like that though.
对，
在 EDG 想要去装爆冷器的这个
Just as I was like, yeah, FPX are like, you know, farming a bit more now at the
可以
moment.
说是比较干的出来，而且每个人的站位都是互相帮不到的情况。
Yeah, great peek from Howdong here.
到了 EDG 的正义发挥的
Great trade too.
我其实觉得阿阳的角色并不是很明智，因为你是带着无敌超炸的盖克，你不是一个普通的盖克，那么选择了大拉拉。
Brazil avoided, yeah, just as
在角落这个
Cowdud comes in.
凹槽的位置，他上一分已经站过了。
是的，
这分 EDG 有给一些技能去针对他这个点位。
上来就是一个嗨爆全场。那这样的话 ，FPX 也是要稍微冷静一下，自己的这2个终极技能在上一回合就好，但是完全没有机会去用。
起民居了，Life 是
I
想
don't know what we're really hoping for result-wise. I guess we want a close
更
series.
加谨慎才行。
I don't mind if FPX actually kind of stomp on this map, that'd be kind of interesting. And then Ascent being super
尝
close.
过一次巨大的甜头之后，他后面的浴室一直很谨慎，因为那边上来就是 B 点传过来一个0点修缮，意思就是你只要赶在浴室门口我就抓你。
还是要看 B 场 ，EDG 的进攻动向更多是围绕 B 场
Skydog to clear this. Dizzy for close.
一个打不掉的
Okay, knife. I think it's broken before it suppresses anybody.
对手的阿阳都拥有。
So this is good like posturing around the map for EDG. They have a thrash, so the fact that Berlin is playing as close as this is crazy. Look at what ult they have. Look at this.
他想主动去看，快溜快。
Yeah, now see what you do.
先给，这样的话无敌突然就
Does he get hit by it? I don't think he does. It gets missed. Orbital strike used on the defense to just make sure that if anybody tries to push out of this,
that
they can do. There's the execute. He kind of, I don't know like, about this from like FPX.
这波球球的支援很关键啊，几乎是同频，2人1人错2。
I don't know if I like the orbital strike to stop them from going.
藏在烟内的 Autumn 之后
Because EDG just end up having a bit of time to reconsolidate themselves and then execute straight afterwards, and that was perfectly fine.
两边还隔着楚河汉界的时候，其实 FPX 是更早，有点惊弓之鸟的味道。
有点敏感了。
对这个天机光。
So you know what I mean? Like it just felt a bit.
我觉得与其你要
FPX did well to stall the execute. They break the thrash. Orbital strike didn't feel like it really did all that much. And then ADG just execute afterwards anyway, and they get everything that they want.
是的。
但结果这个天机光束是给对面看了个烟花。
反而导致自己在第一波技能丢完之后，技能的真空期被 EDG
6-6 incoming to a 6-13.
选择保强。
Oh, can you imagine?
拿下了。
而且由于阿阳本人不在 A， 如果柏林的技能丢不出来，那就是没有反闪。
是的。
所以在反清的时候会非常的痛苦。
It'd be so typical. That's the problem.
过于靠前了一点，因为在你看到对面有无敌超杀情况下，近点一定不会是特别
Oh, the right click flash, and it's just red from Chichu. Gets another 2. Pretty much the same pathing that he had before. I'm not too surprised that FPX are calling as early a timeout as this. I'm gonna go grab. I got some sandwiches. I'm gonna go grab them and eat them because I can hear my tummy
还是
rumbling.
因为 KO 这个英雄确实在前点位有一个优势吧，就是他的0点侦探可以破除你的技能，所以他也是想要利用这个可循环再生的招牌技能，给到 EDG 更多技能上的损失，但自己的站位确实也是不是很够安全。
那自己的暂停也得叫，因为现在领先的优势已经被消磨的不少了。EDG 在起势，这是 Nathan 和 FPX 不能接受的一个情况。
而且因为 Life 起到了民居，这也会一定程度的拖延他回防的节奏。所以现在在民居的价点位选择上面要好好思考一下。
FPX 6-1.
EDG 现在
And they lose against like an eco. I'm pretty sure it was like a actual 50.
其实两边就是在勾心斗角，到底是防守方先交。
But I think it was off the back of an EDG timeout, so
当心眼睛。
just sort of feel like EDG made a good call.
来说，他们是要当心的是，倒不是对面的眼睛，而是说对面的这种在点外的这种勾引，就是我到底是真进还是假进 ，FPX 要猜对才可以。
对，而且
猜错了就很要命。
还有一个点。 现在 EDG 他们也是一直在围绕 KO 手的点去做动作，这也是想要去把你的0点侦探骗出来，或者是像看能不能前期抓到柏林。作为一个双先锋的阵容来说 ，FunPass 在防守边收集信息是比较简单的，有丢丢有0点侦探都是可以再生的。
Stand by hits this time. So FPX going to do the KO knife through? Yeah, hits 2 of them.
但 EDG
Just keen on Kong getting the orb.
边这边是做了一个位置的调换。
Because yeah, like at this point, like EDG have got the orb. They've got the Viper orb behind. Feels like EDG are just trying to bait out like a crunch play here,
还是在原地加枪，期待
which FPX are not really looking to do actually. The KO's rotating normally. The life is pushing back B along with the operator, and this is just looking like an EDG execute. Just killed through the smoke, or was there a little gap?
这个烟给的不是很好，反而导致阿阳的位置是被看到了。
Well played. No command to actually just go through? Oh my god, Berlin. The man just doesn't hold any fear in his heart. Gets traded. 1 versus 3 for nobody. He wins these all day though.
Nobody 这里不着急，走传送器。
Seekers through the TP. Great shot from Life actually. He collided nobody through the Seeker, I'm pretty sure.
太关键了！如果不是他第一时间开启无效命令，防守出了这个灯区的位置啊，这波 A 点是一个全线的溃败，因为带着中。
Yeah, really nice run for Berlin actually, that one. Oh, there was a little gap. Just chew first, sorry.
这应该是一个进攻烟，对，这应该是一个进攻烟，所以这其实是一个比较美妙的误会。
对，就等会儿可以再具体看一下。
啊，不管怎么样，我觉得阿阳的站位经过这2个回合确实是需要做一定的调整了，因为他自己的这个站位。
Well, but you got a Viper's Pit and Orbital Strike on attack.
在原地去放这个无敌。
EDG just sort of doing the same round. Snakebite over towards Showers, the Skydog, and then the Race pushing up. They're really just wanting to like test FPX to like try and actually push through the TP and crunch them. Feels like EDG are calling FPX's bluff, and it's working so far.
阿阳终于是选择放出自己无敌超闪角度了。
没有缴械，这个人是 nobody 先倒，天际光束想保，康康还没有从缴械当中恢复，康康还在被束缚，康康举枪，康康反杀了2个，局面
There's no way.
倒转了过来。
There's no way that Fully Surprised he gets 2 straight afterwards.
太冒险了，2打4的回防产生 ，Left 又是一把明智的回防。 非常的受限。
How has Kong Kong got away with that?
又一次的宝枪，其实对于 FunPlus 来说，他们
Literally, this team just has some sort of like armor plot. I swear.
A 点，但不管他们怎么
Just protagonist
做
syndrome.
这个站位的变动，依然是没有办法守下来。
How he's got away with that is beyond me. Because I think the call to chase it off the orbital strike was perfect. But he still somehow manages to get both of them. Man, fuck that noise, honestly. Such an EDG round.
用无敌超杀抓的情况下，是被康康拖到了解除束缚，然后用幻影完成了反杀，而且是一个1杀2。
第一时间，其实 Smokey 的支援已经来得很快。
You like the Viper orb, the one that sort of one ways in lamps.
扰了对面的脚步，但FunPlus也是。
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
出来。 而其实 Nobody 第一波的接架也是很关键的，稍微拖了一点时间，也打残了一个人的血量。
那这样的话，上半场也是在不知不觉之中来到了最后1分。在 EDG 叫完暂停之后，我们看到劣势是被极大的缩减了。上半场带到最后1分是5-7还是4-8呢？
这分 EDG
Yeah, I wouldn't go there, Ryan.
应该是都要出手的，特别是康康的完颜火。
抓人。
You'll incur the wrath of Lexi, like typing stuff like that.
算了。
这里小道的前你也是想要打乱对面第一时间进点的节奏。
康康的完焰火这波是不是要直接装在了呢？对面 KO 在不在？应该直接皮蛋包了。
Berlin has the op as well. And FPX have kind of just let EDG in here. In this last round too, you kind of just let an EDG do what they want.
清空，而且因为 Autumn 倒了之后，没有人敢从烟里拉出来。
Like, there was nothing to really stop this execute coming in. They're allowed to just Viper's Pit. They're allowed to plant with the Wingman. And then they just come out with a showstopper. Oh my god, the Stim Beacon and the Wingman as well to clear some of those angles. That's why they were happy to let him in, because they had this like really nice retake cooked up. The nade and then the fragment there too in that corner. Yeah, honestly, like, fuck my drag. It was just, as soon as I called it, it's like, yeah, why have you given him so much space? That beauty of a retake comes in.
可以去给你更高的移速。
看看这波，我觉得其实 EDG 打的已经很有节奏了，他们也是预判到了对面不会在有晚焰火的情况下跟我站近点，所以开局是做了一个直接给杀害技能铺点后强行下包的动作，第二时间再用晚焰火想要来打到更多的人数。 但可惜这波 FunPlus 的回防过来太过于强势，被连续拿到一个3杀之后，局势瞬间的反转了。
Grim needs to be played more than just bind. Yeah, it's a shame the fracture's out of the map pool.
因为这个包其实挺暗，而且这个包是一个 B 大和 B 小都能看的包。
It's one of the only few maps that you'd see him on it outside of bind.
真的，我发现我们的导播每次是真的很懂游戏，能够抓到我们游戏的关键点。其实对于 FunPlus 来说，星坠是他们目前一个比较有代表性的英雄。
Outside of that, I don't think there was anything else really.
星坠确实是 FPX 在，尤其在国内吧，因为现在整体其实不光是在国内吧，放眼4大赛区，星坠都不是一个特别热门的英雄。
但是在 FunPlus 的手中，星坠却也是发挥了他自己很多的作用吧。上半场打完之后，8-4的比分。 相对于上张地图来说 ，FunPlus 也是一扫一。
I don't know if EDG like I wouldn't say they inted.
基本上都是名牌，因为都是维持了上一次的。
Like they had the like Viper's Pit. They were like
看起来
not gonna play post plants off of it. You're gonna try to play a bit more forward leaning, but it's not like they pushed CT.
首当其冲的就是手枪。
They were just really keen to make sure that they fought for it, which I think is fine.
可能这个分差会有点难以挽。
Because you don't want a Viper's Pit
已经是有点绝境的味道了。
and then like plant and then just sit super far back. Because let's say that this is like the space back site, you're just kind of letting them come back in. So you want to have some pressure like when you're fighting for these areas. It's just literally that the Stim B can execute off the utility, and Lysol getting 2 was actually like brilliant. Like, really nicely played from them.
会让 EDG 没有任何技能可以去接的。在中完包呢，只有手上也有足够。
And maybe there was a sense of a false sense of security where like EDG was so allowed to get in onto the side, they were like, we can take a bit more.
反而我觉得对他来说烟一浇。
Quite literally a bit off more that they can shoot. But an 8-4 half for FPX is good. I do think though, you lose the pistol.
再生的烟雾。
没错。
EDG are definitely the kind of team that can actually just pull it back from their asses. Especially some of the like it could have been a 10-2 half, honestly. They don't get eco'd and then Kong Kong doesn't get that 2k.
是会起到轻甲加上燃烧榴弹的，但是它是鬼魅加3颗烟出门。
独木隔壁有人在藏。
They cleared the corner that Smoggy's playing on. He's in the smoke.
藏在烟里面，藏在脚下面这个很。
Hasn't been spotted, hasn't been cleared, hasn't been shot. Everybody's managed to walk straight past him.
非常多的人在 Smoky 旁边，他旁边至少3个人。
Sees the KO flash come in.
康康杀了一个，对面选择绕点后再包掉了康康。
Whole round there from FPX is a little bit messy.
还没被找到吗？他最终大隐隐于市杀了一个，但是被白了。但是 Life 的位置很糟糕 ，Life
Oh my god.
反包围爆能器掉在了灯区，掉在了 Smoky 的脚下面，得来全不费功夫。
哇，这
I'd rather EDG win this, please.
这个时机是刚刚好救到了队友啊！如果再晚
Free
一
map
点
would be
可
nice.
能面临包夹的就
But
是。
it's already felt like a super long day today.
就 Smoky 主打一手神秘。
但这波
What just happened? I don't know. I don't know.
第一时间想抢的就是这个灯区的位置，所以他们是全员3个人
Just Chichu.
一条线藏在了独木的后侧。
Classic kills from 500 yards away.
虽然对面第一时间确实没有越这个独木，但是还是给 Smoky 溜到了。
So,
Life 其实打的已经足够果断了，但很可惜没有想到这
what?
里是
3 pistols total for EDG, 1 for FPX.
5比8 ，EDG 在第2分的优势防守枪械分留了一个鬼魅的吊枪容错率。
起枪来说还
What
是
kind of setup do they
几
have
乎把精力都掏
now?
空了。
Nomody 挺有意思，他其实有害灵。
You've got Smoggy playing close. They're really just not afraid to put Smoggy in a super dangerous position, but he only has a ghost, so he can play there.
枪是能够
Got Howdong playing off of him too.
所以打个闪溜了，推到点内。
And then Viper Sky, bit of pressure. Sky Flash hits something. You've got the Raze that's rotated over.
把矛头指向了 A
The
点。
FPX have made some noise, put some pressure towards B.
着的浩东一
And
把
we're going to be heading A.
A 点是非常危险的，所以我们看到康康已经在回来了。康康是提前预判到，或者 EDG 提前预判到了对面的进攻。
Howdong going for that peek I don't like.
又是老
You have a teammate to play off. Oh, of course, the nade and the ghost is the thing that separates it up.
雷也掉，康康的雷也打掉一人。
Like the one player that you're playing off, if you're peeking now, Howdong is they have a ghost and they're also you're trying to bait for them.
门口康康拿下来，3打2。
Coco gets another kill with the nade.
雷飞剑就有2个。
2 nades in this round and 2 kills each. Like 1 kill each, 2 kills total.
但这波我觉得对于FunPlus 的进攻来说，其实
可以了。
是有迹可循的。他们这个转点，因为第一时间 第一时间 Nobody 的引怒之损是有在二楼形成反馈，然后再等了10秒，
Oh man.
任何动静出来也能够猜到你可能要打 A 了。
What's the reason behind these EDG role swaps? So the players just bother their roles? I think they just weren't optimized very well to work with it, I guess.
但还好掉出来的数位没有形成太大的影响。
Like having more set roles is just super important. So, and also you want to put Smoggy on a role where he can like individually frag out, but he's also still playing like utility. Like they tried him on Duelist, they tried Kung Kung on Flex. Just don't think it really worked that well. His neck must hate him.
两人的重位一瞬间的机会被抓到。
You get used to it, I suppose, after a while.
对方应该是赶不及。
So long as he does his stretches and stuff, he should be golden. But already, nobody in Choo Choo has gone down.
进攻烟甚至还没有落，不过 Life 已经深入到了 L 关，有很多侧身。
但这样的话，其
I
实
don't think Life wants to be pushing up any more than this.
OK， 非常有自信。Smoggy 在点里面是
Oh man, Smoggy just getting two here.
我说队伍里面好像是只有他一把步枪了，另外一把是判官在 A 小。
但问题来了 ，Life 又有瓦焰火了，点后不是很安全。
但是这一分，我觉得能把对面
Life's trying to find him, Smoggy's trying to clear Life.
就看一下瓦焰火叫不
The
叫。
showstopper's used to see if he's back sight, but Smoggy's managed to get out.
这是个进攻眼，其实这颗烟下的。
Oh man, using a showstopper like this.
魔力藏在了这颗眼里面 ，Smoggy 绕到了 elbow， 对面好像不。
Honestly, at this point, I'm surprised they didn't just go for the...
但是两边是打了第一波对面。
Why they didn't go for the TP on A?
康康是非常慢的在做一个绕后，因为手上只有判官加标配。
Oh, Life has got the perfect timing there, but it still didn't work out. There we go.
对面的人二榴弹找到第4个击杀。
厮杀产生，只剩下康康一人。
要 ace 嘛 ，Life 在找人，但是康康的方向他猜错了。
而且这波如果康康要换枪的话，
捡到枪了
2楼的奥特曼能听到。
没有，他静音捡枪，他是把判官先扔了。
哦，
但是好
那这样
像猜到了，看到了。
Oh, nice ace from Life.
Life 也是最后一颗头部命中。
I mean, it was kind of against the bonus too.
稍微有一点点惊险啊！第一时间我觉得 Smoggy 的突然的发
So we've seen Smoggy and Life getting
也
aces.
是稍微有
Nice.
点断档了，但还好 Life 在点。
It's also Life playing up against this whole team, isn't it?
就这个双杀的产生
Sometimes I keep forgetting.
FPX 的提速来得非常的快。来看一下 Smoggy 这个双杀，其实也是稍微让 FPX 进攻
Even replaced Life with Smoggy, right?
ace 到手，那对于 FPX 来说，这个形势能稳住一点啊，总归不至于是下半场被对面连追4分。
但唯一一点伤的是玩焰火交了。
对，
而且刚刚这分对于 EDG 来说，其实他们没有太多的损失。
Life was on EDG when? Like Istanbul.
玩焰火再说，但有点
Like
尴尬的是他
late 2022.
但是我直
Nice shot.
一个
Did he do any more damage to them? It looked like it was a bit of a clat there, but
少
not
了一个
quite.
比较灵活的控场位，那现在 FPX 可能要考虑更多抱团的一波流了。
而且没有蝰蛇，你在 A 小能够给压力
Peeks
指可数。
long. Doesn't quite see Life. Clearly doesn't see Life because they really got off of the angle there and gave him so much space.
而且依然保证了满手。
Now here you can afford to be a bit more like aggressive and stuff, but you haven't properly cleared the site. Oh my god.
感觉已经杀红一
You have just given Smoggy your rifle. Never mind, Berlin's got you covered.
枪被赶来的柏林随手
Nice round, FPX.
1打3的局面给到浩东。
Life was like, I'm getting back-to-back aces. I'm doing a stew.
铁蛋出烟，直接主动找出一个穿板，剩下2个。
4发。
What the fuck are we doing, FPX? What are we doing? What are we doing?
浩东的一
Oh, this should have been done.
这边可以说是
You just gave him a 1 versus 3. You knew where he came from and you picked him one at a time.
而浩东抓住了。
Oh my god, that's atrocious from
是
FPX.
没有任何拆解的可能的，但是第一时间因为2楼的这个点位能够踩的角度是很有
You can't be making mistakes like that in games like this.
在上行不成补枪的
It's against an eco too. 1 versus 3.
浩东的收探，一个擦板头。
Like, why are you going back up there, Ayang?
阿阳留一手，这个时候其实已经有点小慌了。
而且
So that's 3 rounds that EDG have won that they shouldn't have won.
一人勾了，但另一个人想要补枪，他需要跳上一个
God's
台阶，枪线没有稳住。
而且有些时候真的塞翁失马焉知非福，有些时候多杀了之后你反而会上头。
And now FPX are on a low buy, so that's likely going to be EDG on 8.
翻盘啊 ，EDG。
You have a Thrash? Are you going to do anything with it this round?
在手，现在局面对于 FPX 来说，看似有2分的优势。
So they're actually trying to do some like setup play.
好了，
It's just off the Skydog coming through the TP.
太快了，追不上。
主要这波其实 B 点的人好像没有传过来啊。这波感觉沟通上面略微有一点点的参差。 因为理论上来说，应该是 B 点的人传过来，然后配合浴室里面的人压出去。
Skyflash doesn't actually hit anybody.
B 点
If it was shallower, it might have hit these two, but it hits like here.
没有那么安全，不敢走。
不敢走了。
So a bit of misinformation for
效果
FPX.
玩一会儿也白交了。
And the whole like crunch play didn't actually work.
锋刺在的，这份防守还不好说。但 B 区 EDG 也是不敢再过于站得靠前了，被2次惩罚之后，他们也真的是不敢在前点再去做很多的试探了。
Ahead says 2024 and we're still peaking 1 by 1 in a 1v3 situation. Yeah, I mean, if it happened, I'd be flaming the fuck out of Tyler if they did something like that. But the fact that it's FPX against EDG. Oh my god, it's just blah, 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 it's just mincemeat. It's mincemeat round. Absolute mincemeat. 1 versus 1. Just trying to flake plant. Flake. There we go.
时间是够的，但是现在他没有任何换位的机会。
He has to plant. You know where he's planted as well, and you just wait. You just wait.
赢下了和刘一手的1v1。
哇，这波没有办法，因为时间。
At least you got to buy next. That was an eco for FPX.
他出手
You get a little extra money as well because you
他
planted.
只有一摁到底，去赌一个1v1的机会。
Say Sky versus Gecko combined, who is better? Oh, it is Sky.
架住他该架的位置。
而且
I like Gecko on this map. I like Gecko at the moment, but like this is just Sky's best map easily.
这是因为第一波想要进点的时候，技能交完了之后，被天机光束给打回来了，被迫你要面临一个强行提速的这样的一个局面。
康康也是直接起出了。
Yeah, he's overheating. Lights up back on the watch list. Nah, he's still doing. Look at this, 17 and 13. He's doing great. Yang, however, is underperforming, which is weird.
是一个快题，而明居在面对弱点的时候，他不是那么好接。
还有天机国王术2个 AOE 的伤害类。
No, it's the kind of mincemeat that you'd feed to your dogs and stuff.
又是在这个乌江的
Pinned dog food rounds.
被车查到了。
滑车群又没有打掉。
怎么说？再回去吗？
应该不敢了，
不敢回了。浴室也有人来摸，浴室也有人在摸奥特。
Molly coming in. Smoggy's hold it. Smoggy gets 2.
正面枪也打掉，但是已经赚够本了。防守方的4打3、4打
2。I mean, maybe that was a bit much for Howdong to be doing. Smoggy does that, he gets 2. Howdong maybe not quite.
是爆能器掉在了原地，而且康康已经提前蹲伏在了 B 点2楼的传送器门口，就等你什么时候传过来。
2 versus 3, and you even have Kong Kong waiting here with an op. In case they go for the TP, he's holding. He's not even like holding an off angle, he is holding the angle.
柏林零点修弹给灯区，哎，
没有找到人。
Please go for the TP. I just need to see this
完
happen.
全没有搜完的。
Oh, you missed the timing,
但
unlucky.
问题来了，你把内
It means that Kong Kong's going to start flanking.
他站位的人呢？
会不会被穿板？会不会被穿板？穿了，但是没穿死。
Tried to wallbang it, but I think it's planted on the thicker part of it.
林之虎呢？
Skydog checking if there's anybody close. Kind of ushering FPX into this angle. Autumn was even watching it and expecting it, but still.
柏林的位置差不多是名牌。
Oh.
藏到了灯区，打掉第一个，只有45滴血。
Lin 1 versus 3.
明居要来了。
Can't quite beat it.
这一分结束。
9-all, and that's an eco round for FPX as well, so EDG looking to take the lead.
所以说 Smoggy 在前面守得太
Oh
坚决了，
man.
而第一时间想要
This is so sad. Everybody, it's every time like I'm like, oh, everybody's watching China. Today's great.
换到了2人的人数，而且浩东在点后守得也足够坚决，
Like
拖到了
Pacific ended early. We've got these 2 teams that are like undefeated in their groups. They've been so good this stage. It's been so much better than Madrid.
2楼的位置，
And then we just get FPX doing shit like this.
少尉现在对 FPX 来说，绕后是一件，
Just
防绕后是一件本来就很困
对
难的事
他。们甚至没有办法去走这个。
They can't deal with the narrative. The narrative is just too strong.
交代停了，坐不住了。FPX 这几分打的
Genuinely impressed how fast Kung Kung flicked to the ground, displayed the floor. I don't get why players do that in the first place, but I guess it's whatever. Learned behavior.
在现在局面来看，当康康起出民居之后，可能对于 FunPlus 他们来说，进攻的路线也要做一些调整了。
是的，
不太敢去直面这把民居的支架。
而且晚焰火现在不太好交。你能感觉到 FPX 在就是交与不交之间的犹豫，他们第一时间不想交，想要拿这个晚焰火收更多的一个空间或者说人数，但是有些后面就没有交。
I can hear your disappointment. It's just I don't know.
我觉得可能还有一个技能点在于
It's like
说到过。
say you're like dating somebody for the first time. This is my analogy. You've started dating somebody for the first time, and they're a lovely person, really like caring, considerate, they're intelligent, they're very attractive, but you can just tell that they're an all-round like great person. And then you introduce them to your parents, and they're just drunk. and they're in proper like skank behavior, loosely clad, boy or girl, doesn't matter.
优势已经荡然无存。
And they're trying to hit on your dad, and you're just like, dude, like, just make a good fucking impression. All my family are here. That's what this series is for me.
好的，再次感谢两边的粉丝的加油声，但上来 FPX 已经是第一波就急速进入了灯区。
同样的战术。
Knife hits the gecko, but he's quite far back that he can just chill a bit more.
点上还没有铺烟哦，是只借出了独木。
现在给了，浩东应该是要退了啊，这还不退吗？
That being said, how's your dad, Ryan? Very
没
funny.
有清啊，现在没有技能，只能干拉来看。但好在点内没有藏人。
浩东的位置，浩东直接出了。这一波 live
How does that? Yeah, I'm just gonna peek out the smoke.
看一下。
I don't know if there was a lot of noise being made there by Life.
但两边也都有人断，两边都有人断 ，FPX 已经封了最。
Viper's Pit, the flank's been watched by Lysor. Really good.
球球也被看到。
Very good, very nice.
相当不错了。
Molly, they know that Chi-Chu's trying to flank behind as well.
已经被卡住了。
No command is even
技
used.
能施展不出来。
Chi-Chu is that scary. You re-peek into him.
相当之难的，球球在这个位置是被两个人围殴。
无效命令。
KO Knife's got information on 2 players here.
脚步。
Don't think he got smoggy. Okay, finally they deal with him.
非常的有节奏。
Chi-Chu just taking so much attention.
起了检举。
And then everybody else goes quietly into the night.
其实可以考虑做出
But FPX gone even on score, taking a timeout.
太赶吧，因为
At least made it 10-9.
是，而且因为
At least there's that.
康是在这面通过捡到的幻影在漏枪啊，所以 FunPlus 也不确定到底是什么样的枪械。现在
刚才浩东这一手突然的出烟就 ，Life 甚至都没回头，因为没有任何声音。就进步的一个出烟。
但我觉得这波最漂亮的还是对于对手前压的预判，两
They
边
take the British exit? What does that even mean?
打都还蛮漂亮的，
就没有哨位，放2个人去当哨位。
但我觉得这分还是因为正面有魁父。
It's just a fire, just nearest available exit, and then they're just
断后的
chilling.
位置的话，正面其实是比较缺乏枪线的，加上 Life 前期又倒了，如果没有魁父的产生的话，可能第一时间正面就要压过来了。
对。
Did they actually?
终极技能
No, they didn't. They were about to, but they didn't. I'm on about the orbital strike.
而这分 EDG 也来，同样的魁父。
What do you mean? What does it mean? Like, what's the British exit?
对到了 FunPlus 前期想要抢的方向。
保下来的这把狙，看一下康康的选。
Isn't EDG very good on this map? We haven't seen FPX play it in ages, right? FPX have like built up a lot on it. I mean, they should have won by now, Autumn. Like, oh my god, some of these rounds have just... We saw FPX lose a 1 versus 3. They lost an eco against an eco. And they also had a round where they pushed showers with the Thrash. It hit Kung Kung. And they ran to get him, and the stun ran off right as they peaked, and Kung Kung got 2.
又是 Life。
OK。
那这样民居倒在了前点，浩东想要过来补位，面临的可能是一个双架。
浩东这个位置，应手预示已经不现实了，得赶紧退。
But I think FPX playing on this map has been like pretty good. I just don't like the KO.
出烟补枪，奥特曼补到了这一发，那这样的话回防已经很难打了，枪线也不齐。
Nobody 的绕后来得很快，
但是有一颗烟，这颗烟侧身。
Oh man, the fact that Autumn swung around and cleared him.
这是把封刺。
Barely did any damage to Berlin either.
你是一直在架的状态。那只剩下球球和 Smokey 2人了。球球有枪。
输完之后 ，EDG 其实经济也不太够，拉掉一个。
Yeah, I don't mind KO with Sky, but running Gecko KO, I'm not that much of a fan of.
但不重要，这分。
Like, I just think Sky on this map is still just so strong.
给到了 Life 手上，局势可能。
And there's not many reasons that you wouldn't want to play her.
非常的危险。
对，而 EDG 也没有额外的经济。
啊，这里没有办法，因为第一时间康康也猜到对面肯定是要给技能来清这个点位的，所以他做了一个规避的动作。再往外拉的时候 ，Life 已经架好枪了，等于是自己走到了对面的准心上面。
有些时候架与不架，或者说到底是谁在架，就这么一瞬之间的事儿。EDG 也是把自己的第2个3连叫出来，两边在常规时间。
EDG using their second timeout now.
EDG 还有最后一次的在常规时间调整。
Wonder what kind of hijinks they're going to come out with now.
现在不光是围绕经济的问题要做一个选择，其次，因为刚刚明具给到了对手，所以在防守的站位上来说，也要非常的考究。
Still quite hungry after having that sandwich, but I just might need to give it some time to settle.
确实，在当前版本斯凯输入之后，加上这张图，你现在单线封的话会比较疲软，
对，
有很高的一个盖克的出场率。
让1追2对于 FPX 来说，至少
Personally, don't like no sentinel on bind.
但是这还不是一个决定性的。
Doesn't Haldon play Brim? No, they've put Smoggy onto controller duties full time.
Life 在这几分的一个前点位爆发性的表现真的是有点夸张了。
就虽然他们确实有一些时候，我觉得
Sky Gecko for sure.
粗糙或者是比较心急，但是在第一枪线 Life 今天在这张图上的发挥真的是无话可说，22-9的一个 KD。
哇，只有9次的阵亡。
My points. It's not done yet. I mean, this buy is pretty rough from EDG though.
他只死了9次。
But there's a Seekers and a Thrash and an Orbital Strike. Yeah, you definitely can't write off EDG, especially if we've seen some of these maps.
Smoggy 是只留了50块，自己起了一把步枪，然后还有应该是之前保的还有另外一把步枪，一共是2把步枪这一分。
感觉不敢再跳了，这个闪其实是一个很明显的抢枪位的信号。
对，帮助步枪或者明狙都有可能去把这个枪位架住。
近点 Nobody 蹲守。
Brave off angle for nobody to be on. Great flash.
但是对面有步枪手更多，这样的话捡不到枪。
They're still trying to awkwardly fight. You haven't got a gun upgrade. You've lost nobody.
差不多算是个存钱分吧。
I've actually found the operator through the TP.
不让对面有捡枪的机会。
Kung Kung is the kind of like I could just see Kung Kung just running out to go and grab it and.
但看起来这分
Give me that gun. Blah, 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 blah.
打 B 有玩焰火，是要近点再交，还是说直接通过玩焰火来进？
I wonder if they're looking to try and actually go A, seeing if this is clear or not, go for the TP. But you're coming like all the place for showers if you do it that way. So surely not.
这一波应该还是要先交烟的吧，哇，先静音排点，然后再抓机会。
But I do like leaving Autumn to like late lurk here, because if they go for the TP, you can follow them. You can flank all of the way around. You don't clear where Kung Kung is. Orbital Strike is in. Oh my god. Chi-Chi went for the knife, so that was a moment. Orbital Strikes on both sides. Lysol's fully flashed. Kung Kung shoots him in the back of the head. I told you can't write off EDG in these fucking kinds of rounds. The only player that's left alive is the one late lurking, and they even predict him and they headshot him with the sheriff.
这波就算奥特曼把这个点打穿了，他也没有的机会了。
FPX 陷入了一个难题，自己进了点前，但是点后没有清理干净。
而且我觉得这波最大的问题是他们在前期因为进攻明狙消耗。
He did Kung Kung dirty. It didn't even like he just hides back in the smoke and then gets onto backside. Like they lose the spike in this like awkward duel that they're fighting like towards the elbow.
这样的话你会发现你整体的枪线是比较的挤在一
For this misery that is FPX gameplay, it's just so I'm so sad. If we see EDG just managing to like eke this over, it's just it's kickoff all over again. I'm attaching all my hopes and dreams to China doing well at Shanghai to this series not being anything similar to what we saw at kickoff. Oh, don't you fucking dare, Berlin.
这个机会没抓住啊！怎么说？要配合队友去抓 Life， 要抓康康，配合。
If you lose that fight, I am deleting the city of Berlin from everybody's knowledge.
再找康康的点位。
两边对扫了一波，惊喜翻腾干扰一下，硬拉没有拉过，想要来补，柏林想硬补这个人，但是这个角度其实并没有那么好施展。
看 B 大 ，Nobody 也在往前顶。
All right, you at least eventually get it.
追猎之灵确定了进攻方还在非常远的位置，
是确定大部分人员都还在原地做集结啊，这样第一波的交锋打下来 ，EDG 小亏。
但现在进攻方的时间是问题，他40秒，现在还离点位非常远。
而且最后一波看起来选择是 A 点双人组的一个防守。
没烟
Brave peek. Why? I guess you have got Smoggy there, like just double peeking off of it.
没有烟，还在做进步，还在骗，但是0点9。
Thought Wingman was going to go for the TP.
A 小 KO 是个名牌，柏林要被接了，柏林是一个非常名牌的一个位置。
那几乎可以
What's
确
the
定是
plan
两
now?
组都是在浴室。
When did Chichu die? I don't know. Wasn't I like fighting here?
被打得支离破碎。这样的话
This round is just melting my brain. I can't remember anything that's happened.
不够了，而且 Nobody 已经是绕到了小档，就算能够把 bonus 器装下来，感觉也没有任何防守的角度。
Nice.
摩给一发精准带走对手，那现在比分再次回到
Money now for FPX might be.
哇，这两分确实有点
problematic.
出乎我们的意料，是两分的一个。
Oh, that's where he died.
特别我觉得这一分。
So whilst all of this was going on, we're fighting like Chichu here, fighting Kung Kung there. Sorry.
在 B 场以及在 AB 连的连接
Life just manages to find like a little pocket of space.
让我
Hey, dirty vibe.
对，而且柏林我觉得错失这个侧身其实是一个非常糟糕的事情。虽然最后他还是击杀了康康，但那个时间点已经太晚了。
而且 Life 也倒了。
对，
在缺少了决斗位之后，他们的进点会显得有点难。
11平。
不过现在经济已经是完全大变样了，FunPlus 积分是
Good flash. Making sure they connects onto people here. KO knife hits both of them. Is this go time for FPX? Wingman's clearing it. I mean, Chichu, just brave to be on the off angle. It's even braver for nobody to be there too, but at least he gets the kill and it's traded. All right, execute actually for FPX has worked out very well, but it was just a bit of a all-out ruckus. Oh my god, I thought Kung Kung was going to get both of them too. On Smoggy, is a little bit of a gap that he's trying to play on.
就看方 plus 怎么去应对了，再补一颗烟哦，这个烟给的很细，看似其实有缝，是他想要逼你出来对枪。其次，如果你要贴着这个缝隙出来的话，你的枪位是很受限的。
但不管怎么样，对于 Smoggy 来说，找人才是最大的难题。他还要提防对面有可能有些技巧性投掷。
3个人分布在地图的3个角。
1v3. There's no molly, there's a dizzy, and just everybody's backing off to make it really hard to actually retake this. Dizzy flash hits. They purposefully got hit by the knife to bait them in. I don't know if they did it purposefully.
而对于方 plus 来说，他们也是有留存到一部分的经济为下分做准备。这分沉寂了非常久的完颜火终于
Because they initially backed out and then they went back in. Did they still run the double duelist with Smoggy sometimes?
而且在第2波。 我觉得这可能也是一个巧合吧。方 plus 第一时间没有给烟，导致浩东想出来看一下。就这。
Because they baited footsteps back, and then they just hop. I don't know. I don't. Surely you want to not be hit by the knife and then go into playing in B main, in hookah.
这份好像没有任何终极技能可以拿出来。最接近的应该是阿阳的无敌超杀以及 Autumn 的魁父，都还差2个点。
这个位置已经有第一波交火，两边在对穿，各自损失了一点点的生命值。
All right, one chance.
再回转到 A 区吗？很怕 B 场的前点，因为 Nobody 在 B 场前点的次数是非常多的，但我觉得他的前点也是因为正面给到了足够多的人数的信息。
Gets good information. It's just that is pretty much exactly why playing Sky on this map is too good. But you can do that 35 seconds into the round and get information that there's somebody there.
Life 已经摸到很靠前的位置了，之后还要等队友的烟位过。
Kind of want FPX to win, so it goes 3 maps. Yeah, me too. I am getting kind of hungry, but I can just like get an apple and some crisps in the break.
哇，康康这个位置有点孤注一掷的感觉了。
对面也给了进攻烟，康康听到灯区有人进人，防守方
Dizzy Flash going in, they know exactly where life is, and FPX just win all of the fights.
3杀枪线铺开，点前的人全倒。
2打5的局面，丢丢已经有反馈了 ，Nobody 被找到。
Uber Eats. I don't want to order food.
正面想通过无敌超杀来
Some
拖，
这无敌超杀难受。
没有看到，
看到灯下黑，灯下黑。
但然后马上就到了 ，Nobody 的位置也没有那么安全。
How it missed him, I have no idea.
后有追兵，前有堵截。正面是一个侧身。
Okay, it would be a 1 versus 5 for nobody to win.
是，我觉得时间可能是最大的
Just
问题。
reiterating.
燃烧榴弹，他已经踩好自己的投掷点位。
甚至碎片艺术也交了，
应该是来不及了，来不及了。
No, not with the mollies and stuff set up.
意味着 Nobody 现在已经
Yeah, they clear him. 13-11, okay.
FPX 把握住了
FPX.
宝贵的机会，承认他们
Both teams picking up the other team's map pick.
去丢失到一些优势。
Mostly, I think, you know, like EDG maybe just choosing this, not knowing what FPX had played on it in quite some time, and FPX looking like FPX should have won harder than this scoreline, that's for sure. But at least they win. At least they get it over the line, unlike they did at some of the kickoff games. So, not necessarily as clean as I would have liked to have seen it from them, but they got there in the end. That's the main thing.